All right, let's cut to the chase. The Razer Deathadder V4 Pro is near perfection. Almost everything about it nails the high-end gaming mouse formula, and if that's all that you needed to know, drop a like, and thanks for watching. Enjoy your new mouse. But if you want the full scoop on why it's great, and well, where it stumbles, stick with me. Razer refined nearly every single aspect of this mouse compared to the V3 Pro. The coating, clicks, feet, dongle, and scroll wheel all got upgrades, making a familiar package feel noticeably better. On paper, this is a generational leap over a previous model, but in practice, there isn't much need for anyone to upgrade to it if you've already got the previous version. Now, the coating on the V4 Pro is a standout improvement and probably the most notable one to me. It's grippy, it's comfortable, and it gets tackier as your hands sweat, very similar to the Viper V3 Pro or the Deathadder Hyperspeed that came before this. The scroll wheel is now optical, which is technically superior to what we had previously, but honestly, it feels identical to the V3 Pros in practice. There were some long-term durability issues with that previous scroll wheel, but I haven't had this particular model long enough to say for sure if this new optical wheel will be better in that regard. One area though that is a clear improvement is the skates. This now comes with large PTFE skates, and this was based on feedback that Razer received from pro players. These felt really great on all of the pads that I've been using lately, and that's mainly the Artisan Key 83 and the Hayate Atsu V2. The clicks on this new Deathadder though are where things go off of the rails for me a little bit. They have been updated to the new Gen 4 switches, but they are really loud and well, just listen to this. There is a super annoying and really loud ping from the right click, and I reached out to some other creators and it seems like they had a similar experience here. The clicks feel fine and the performance on them is excellent, but the sound of this right click is so distracting that I had to switch off of my open back headphones in favor of closed back ones. Maybe I got a lemon and maybe the review units are an older batch, but this was really annoying to me. They are rated for 100 million click lifecycle and they have a relatively light actuation force. Razer says it's about 12% lighter than the previous generation, and I would say that that's about right. It's not just the main clicks either, but Razer actually did update the side buttons as well. These feel the same as the previous generation, but now they are split apart and they have a little gap between them to just help with not accidentally clicking the wrong one when you're in the heat of the moment. They did also drop some weight off of the overall mouse, coming in at about 6 grams lighter than the previous V3 Pro. This is subtle, but it is something that I can feel, and I do think that it is an improvement over the previous version. I've been using that Viper V3 over the last year, and the weight here feels right at home for me. Now, even with this weight change though, the shape and the size is exactly the same as the previous version, which is a good thing. It's a big boy and a little bit chunky, but it's also a very beloved shape, and it's one that's been showing up in the pro scene more and more. This is a palm and claw grip style of mouse, and if you have medium to large hands, I think it's one of the most comfortable ergo shapes out there. Another improvement that they made to this package is the dongle, which has also been updated, and though I've never cared that much about the dongle that came with any gaming mouse, this is a pretty amazing update. It's chunkier with a dome shape that doesn't flop over the second that you set it on your desk, and the wireless performance here is great. This pairs with Razer's new sensor, and I could sit here and talk to you for about 10 minutes about all of the microseconds that they have shaved off with their new Focus Pro 45K optical sensor, but I already thought that the Viper V3 and the Deathadder V3 were great, so this is technically better, but not in a way that really matters to me. It does come stock with 8K hertz polling though, so if you are an 8K enjoyer, this will do that for you, and it can do it in both wired and wireless modes. The dongle does also show signal strength and polling rate and battery life, small but welcome additions. Now, speaking of that battery life, it's insane. Razer claims 150 hours, and after about 3 weeks of heavy use, I have not needed to charge this a single time. It outlasts every other wireless mouse I own, hands down. Lastly is the price, and it is expensive, $169.99, and it does suck that mainstream mice are just getting so expensive. I feel like compared to other top tier offerings from other companies, it's in line with it, but it does suck that it's so expensive. Let me know what your thoughts are on this new Deathadder V4 Pro in the comments. Are you planning to pick one up? Otherwise, drop a like, and until next time, my name is Robbie, this has been EverTech, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.